beginning, let me give you a brief introduction. So I'm Professor Nandi, Professor S. Nandi. Uh, so far as my basic training goes, I had my master's in maths and computing from IIT Kharagpur, and I also have a doctoral degree in operations and supply chain management from IIM Indore. Okay, so that's what my basic qualification is. I had some 2 to 3 years of industry experience, and then I had extensively conducted training and teaching for top B schools in India and abroad. And in academia, I've been more than 11 years, right? So that's what my basic experience is. So I would also like to hear from you people, because today is the introductory session. So I give you access of mic and video as well, right? So I would also like you people to interact to me with this basic introductory session regarding your experience, expectations, and then previous background, what you're currently doing. So anybody who is currently, I think, I've got some gentleman, Mr. Kunal Bhattacharya, raising his hand. You want to say something, Kunalji?
I thought
Kuntal,
you wanted
Kuntal.
us to. Yes, yes, sir.
Yes.
So I thought you wanted us to introduce ourselves. That's what I.
Yes,
That's why I
yes,
raised
yes,
my.
yes. Your introduction, and then if somebody has a special interest in operations, or I mean, currently I've been working on in past associated with some operations related profile, you can also share your experience with the batch. Right? Yeah, Kuntalji, you want to say something? Can you introduce yourself? Yes, you can start from
Yes.
Mr. Kuntal. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I passed my BTech in computer science in 2006 and joined IBM as a developer in SAP. And then I transitioned to a warehouse management consultant role. So I would like to explore more in operations management because it falls under warehouse
Mm-hmm.
management and supply chain.
Okay. The warehouse management specifically is a very, very specialized topic under operations management. So there are many generic topics of operations management which we'll be discussing throughout this span of this course. And of course, warehouse management is a part of that, but that is a more research oriented subject, and this is a very, very specialized topic, I would say.
Right. Like I would like to also know whether we have transportation management or other parts of supply chain
Yeah,
being
supply chain
covered here.
management
That
is
will.
taught as a special elective, I think, probably in your semester 3 or semester 4, which you can take as a major. But of course, I mean, there are some overlapping in terms of operations management and supply chain management, right? So you'd like to cover up based on your interest.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So I would also like to now hear from, I think somebody else has raised hand, Aparajita.
Good
Yeah.
morning. Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
I'm a Prajita, and I have done my BTech in the year of 2014 in computer science. And from the start only, I was into recruitment and basic HR activities.
Yeah.
So this topic is something new for me, and would love to understand it more if it can
Okay.
be used in my field also or not. So I'm looking forward for this subject.
Did you work somewhere? I mean,
Yeah,
after
I'm
passing,
yeah.
currently.
So I started it from HCL. There I worked as MIS, and from there only I moved into the recruitment, vendor management,
Okay.
and after that changed two more
So
companies.
basically, currently you're handling an HR profile, as I understand, right?
Yes, more into recruitment and basics into it.
Recruitment and selection. Okay. Great.
Yes.
Mm. But I mean, there may be some computer science graduates or who are currently working in the IT profile, but might be handling a client, the work whose work domain belongs to the operations management domain, right? Right. So that will also be helpful for us to know. I mean, what kind of client profile you are handling. if someone is handling a pure operations related project. Okay, anybody else? We have also got Prachi Mathur. You want to say something? I've given rights to everybody, speaking and few rights. Yeah, Kaushik Ghosh. Kaushik Ghosh has raised his hand. Yeah, Kaushik ji, would you like to
Yeah.
highlight something? Yes.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. My name is Kaushik Ghosh. I'm a basically mechanical engineer and
Okay.
having more than 20 years experience in sales and marketing field, industrial sales and marketing field.
A huge experience sales and marketing. Yes.
Yeah, at present I'm working in a MNC based out in Bangalore and leading holding a national positions. Basically,
Okay.
our
So it's
product
a
is
sales and marketing of any product or services?
yeah, product. Yeah, product.
Okay. What kind of
And
product it is, if you can
it
know?
is construction equipment, which is being
Construction.
used in all construction site from residential, commercial, industrial,
Okay.
infra project, greenfield and brownfield projects.
Okay.
It includes this from metro service, bullet train, this nuclear power, cement, steel,
Great.
oil and gas industries, and any other
So these are different
commercial
tools or equipments, you would like to say? Tools, basically?
tools. Yes, exactly.
Tools.
Tools
Okay.
and tools
Okay.
and different type of chemicals, construction chemicals also.
Chemicals also. Okay.
Yeah, so here I am handling a lot of customers day-to-day basis, as well as team as well, but a lot of interaction with the customer. So overall, you can say that from the very beginning, I'm handling not directly, but indirectly the operational management I have to handle.
Okay.
From
So if I ask you a basic question, or maybe want to take your view, which function is more important, do you think, for to be successful in business? The sales and marketing function or the production function, production or operations function? Which one will you put more weightage?
No, I believe sales and marketing is very much important because if you have the product and the operation also in place, but if you don't have the this sales and marketing in proper hand, then it's very difficult to reach out to the market and sell the product.
Okay.
So
if I give you a counter argument that no matter,
yes.
I mean, how great your sales and marketing function is, if the product is of no use, or product is defective, or product is not taken well in the market, then how do you sell that?
No, that is the basic qualification to get the overall market share. But if you don't have the quality product, then it is very difficult to sustain in the market in present scenario because it's a very competitive market and people want the quality product in better price. So that is the primary
So which
requirement.
essentially demands for efficiency, right? Efficiency in operations, huge efficiency in operations.
Yes.
Because cost is one of the important parameter. Again, quality. So people want low cost and better quality, right?
Better quality, correct.
So that puts a lot of pressure in the function, operations or production function, right?
Right, sir.
So in that sense, I mean, if your product is not great, if your operations and the tools and techniques you are using is not efficient and is benchmarked to the highest level, highest international standard, then it is very, very difficult to survive or sustain in the market.
Very difficult.
No matter whatever great your sales and marketing operations are. So that
Service
itself tells you the importance of operations management as a function or area.
Exactly, sir.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. No, thank you.
But you said that you handle some of the operations management related aspects also, if I am not wrong.
See, operational management means like this logistic part, the transportation part. Then, Then you know that this customer feedback part. And this all those things is involved in sales and marketing. Means suppose the team is generating the inquiry from the market or getting the this order from the market or industry. Then the executing that order and that is a big task and it involves a lot of operational activities. From the stock maintaining, from the logistic part and the customer feedback, invoicing, billing, and everything is coming under the operational these partners.
Understood. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else? Avinash Kumar. Can we hear something from Avinash ji? Avinash.
Yeah. Hi sir. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Actually, this is Avinash, and I have done my engineering in electrical and electronics engineering in 2016. And overall, I have 8 years of experience in manufacturing field. Currently, I'm working in Exide Energy Solutions Limited in Bangalore. That is a greenfield lithium-ion cell manufacturing. So
Okay.
as we know, operation management is a key part for business that focuses on the design, execution, and control systems, right, of that transform from input to outputs. So I'm very much eager to learn.
Very nice words he has expressed. So it is basically the process or system which converts inputs to outputs, right?
Yes. Yes.
So in that sense, do you think that an educational institute is also involved in operations? Is kind of operations, or they also like to they also need to know the principles of operations management?
Yeah, definitely, because
How do you fit into the
principles,
operations management when you talk about a college or an university?
the principles which is coming, like if right now we are working on the lithium ion cell manufacturing, right? So lithium ion cell, what all the process would be there for the cell manufacturing, right? That process is
Well, that's
coming
okay. That's a
something
hardcore manufacturing process. So manufacturing, of course, is a part of operations or production. But I am saying a person admitting to a student, admitting to a college, or getting admission to a college or a university. Can you compare those in operations management? Because you said that operations management is nothing but the process or the techniques of converting the inputs into outputs, right?
Yes. So same we can consider, like while taking admission, we are not aware about the course, right?
Right.
But
So they are
once
raw inputs, right? So students
yes,
getting
correct.
admission, they're novice, they're new, they don't have that knowledge or capability, they're raw inputs. So the
Yes,
faculties and the professors, they give a lot of inputs through courses and different learning pedagogies, and ultimately they pass out successfully, right?
Yeah,
Clearing
correct.
all the course related requirement. So
Yes.
there they can be considered as output.
Yes.
In that sense, this is also an operations, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of topics would you like to know in this course? I mean, explore. Given that you have some sort of idea on operations management.
So
You see, the
actually,
operations management is a vast topic, right? Only in
yes.
one course it is impossible, but we'd like to touch up most of the important topics through this course. Any expectation?
So I believe from manufacturing side, we knows how manufacturing is working and how process is working. But here we would like to understand how business operation, like from managerial level, how
Okay.
we can operate the that manufacturing process. So
See,
we can.
managerial level means ultimately, you would, I mean, successful business manager would be taking decisions, correct decisions. So if you, let's say, got 2-3 different alternatives of producing a particular product, I mean, let's say we're talking about the design of the layout of the particular operation facility. So which layout would fit, right? So that may be at one of the decisions. So that may be the business aspect thought of, correct?
Yes.
Or maybe
Yes.
your manager has given you a production goal. These many units I would like to produce in a month. Okay. Or maybe
Yes.
one
Yes.
product or maybe variety of products. So how do you achieve that production goal by involving workforces,
Man.
machines, and other resources?
Yes.
Correct. So there might be different options available to you. So what would be the best option, which is suitable to your business or the mission and vision of your firm?
Yeah.
So of course discuss that. So you discuss a very important case under the under the topic of process analysis. So as you rightly identified, that process is one of the important thing to understand if you want to be good at operations. Right?
Yes.
So you need to have a very solid understanding of the process. So we'll spend a good part of time of this particular course to understand the process analysis. What are the key
Yes.
parameters we measure under process analysis, and how do you choose the best alternative? So that would be one of the important topic of this particular course, process analysis, understanding process. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? So I have also seen Mr. Saket Anand. Raised his hand. Saket.
Yeah,
Saket ji, can you?
yeah, hi, good morning. Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Yeah, so I'm also having a mechanical degree in like a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering, and I've been associated with the building material industry for almost a decade now. And I'm working with a company called Construction Specialties, and for them, I'm looking for the business development and sales for the entire SAARC countries, along with the northern and
Oh, great,
eastern
great.
part of India.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So you have been
and I
associated with the
think
great builder, right? I mean,
it's not a
construction
builder.
industry.
Basically, they Construction Specialties is the name of the company, and the product which we
Okay,
deal are basically the technical product.
okay, technical product. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Mhm.
I think I would like to tend to a little
So
disagree to the.
you might be knowing or interested little bit of project management. Project management is also a part of operations management. So some basic project management or scheduling we can discuss.
Definitely, yes, we can discuss on that thing as well. Apart from that, I would be more interested in knowing the process exactly what you have said earlier. The reason being is
Process
because whenever,
analysis.
yeah,
Mhm.
definitely, yes. And the
Mhm.
reason for that is like whenever we give some input to the factory and whatever the schedule they forecast, so they are never on the time. So each and every time being a frontliner, we have to rush here and there and
Okay, so
just to understand
you have
like what
also
exactly.
highlighted another important topic called forecasting,
Yep.
right? Because
Yeah.
everything starts with demand forecasting,
Correct.
right? So demand
Yep.
forecasting is one of the primary input. So we'll be teaching a topic to you which is known as aggregate production planning. So
Hmm.
aggregate production planning essentially means that the planning of the production for the entire, I mean the planning horizon we call it. So let's say
Hmm.
for a particular product nowadays, you know that the selling or the horizon or the selling season of a particular product has been shortened really,
Hmm.
particularly for fashion products or some, and I mean we can see the technology products also because a new version of the technology arrives very short. Let's talk about mobile, right? So particular
Hmm.
model of mobile hardly lasts for 6 to 9 months or 12 months maybe. So the
Hmm.
selling horizon has become really shortened, and to be successful with respect to product, technology products and other products which has got a very short selling cycle, we should be very, very good at forecasting. So forecasting plays a very, very important role to be successful in business of those products which has a shorter life cycle or lifespan, right? And then based on that forecast, we design aggregate, what we know as aggregate production planning, APP. Aggregate production planning mean you basically do the planning of the workforces and the entire production, how much quantity to be produced. You may do a quarterly planning or you may do a weekly planning, right? So how much quantity to be produced in different week or in different time periods. So we basically divide the entire planning horizon into time periods, smaller time periods, right? So how much quantity to be produced, what is the workforce to be involved, what are the resources to be engaged. So, and we do it at the top level of the firm. So firm might be dealing with one product, or a firm might be dealing with multiple products, right? But the planning for the production regarding workforces and quantity to be produced and all the scheduling aspects to be done before the planning horizon starts. And the primary input this aggregate production planning activity requires is forecasting. So therefore, if the demand forecasting is wrong or very, very wrong, I mean, demand forecasting cannot be exactly correct, but it has at least has to be within a targeted range, right? So, but if the demand forecasting is absolutely wrong, then your entire planning goes wrong. So therefore, forecasting is also a very, very important topic which needs to be covered under this course of operations management. Then, of course, we'll also discuss the aggregate production planning, which is the planning of workforce and production quantity and the scheduling of production for different time periods across the planning horizon before the planning horizon starts, right? Yeah, so thank you for highlighting such an important thing. So if production forecasting, if the demand forecasting goes wrong, your entire planning goes wrong and you cannot be successful in business. Yes, Saket, you want to highlight something else?
No, nothing much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now we can see a hand of Rahul ji, Rahul Dayal Srivastava. Yeah, we love to hear from you, sir. Yeah, Rahul,
Yeah,
over to you.
hi, sir. Wonderful morning to everyone. I'm working as a sales professional, having 20 plus years of experience in the field. And I was hearing the Kaushik ji and other folks in sales. So, what I think that operations and sales is equally important for for any of the
Okay.
organization,
Okay.
right? So, if the right product, right fit product is not serving for the market, So
Okay.
sales cannot be performed well. So
Great.
this is my thought process. So
Agree,
equally,
agree.
all the departments are equally important for any organization. Not only sales. Yes, sales is more weightage, but sales has more weightage, but equally other departments are also important. So my previous assignment with the Reliance, so I learned a lot with the Reliance.
Okay.
I was there for
Still with
5 years.
Reliance?
No, I just left and joined another
Okay.
company that Transit Holding is a company,
Okay.
China-based company. Their operation in India for the mobiles and consumer durables.
Okay, that's good.
So,
It's really nice to hear.
yeah, I really love to hear from you, from your expertise, and learn so much in this domain also. So, yeah.
Right, and we like to love to discuss different topics, and I'd like to do best as I can, right? From my experience and expertise. Yeah.
Sure.
Anybody else would like to tell something? There's so many people I can see. Almost, what is the number of participants? 114 people currently listening to this meeting, attending this meeting. Yeah. Hemananda Chinara. Hemananda ji, over to you. Hemananda. Mr. Hemananda has raised his hand. Hemananda ji, over to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I have completed my BTech in 2005, and right now I'm into power sector, working as a senior manager in gas. Gas.
Okay.
And I'm just expecting some case study related, means anything, which we can implement in our daily profession.
I mean, see, there are different sectors, but maybe let's say I would love to teach process. The point I highlighted as process analysis. So the process analysis I would teach you from a case called Executive Shirt Company, which talks about manufacturing of shirt. Right?
Yeah.
So it may so happen that you may not be directly able to connect it because you are from power industry. Power industry, they produce gas, oil, petroleum, or energy, right? So, but if you understand the process, then you will be able to implement things. Yeah, so sometimes it may so happen the product or the service may not match, right? But the concept you should be learning. Okay.
Yeah, like you have said, like supply chain management, even in our sector, we are dealing with vendors, we are dealing with inventory management.
Inventory, inventory is a very important topic. So we'll deal with inventory management in great details. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll deal with all the concepts and terminologies and the computation related difficulties with inventory management. How good people are here in computation? I mean, I can see many people coming from engineering background. So having a good understanding of mathematics and statistics should not be a concern, because for operations management, the computation part is very important, right? We need to deal with numbers. Okay. And most of our concept we'll learn that will be ultimately augmented with your case studies or some problems, small problems or caselets related to numbers, right? When numbers will be there, you need to come up with solutions related to decision making. I hope you people will be comfortable.
Yes, sir. But in first semester, we have covered some sort of few sections in inventory management also.
Which topic? Under which topic?
Under this operation management, manufacturing
operations
systems.
Management kahan to? This is a course. This is a course called operations management.
No, that is manufacturing.
Sir, we had a subject named manufacturing system and analysis.
Okay.
So in that we covered.
In which term? I mean the previous term.
First semester.
Okay. And what did you learn under this inventory management? What are the things you have learned? Because normally inventory management is a topic of operations management purely. Yeah. Not a problem. We'll cover in greater details. But what are the topics you have learned in inventory?
Like capacity planning.
Capacity planning is a different thing. Capacity planning is not
flexible. Circular economy, flexible manufacturing.
Okay. No, wo to inventory nahi hai. Okay, can you answer me one question? Given that you said that you already learned inventory management, what are the two key decisions we take under inventory management? Or let's say in retail, or you are given the responsibility of an inventory manager. So what will be the two key decisions you will be taking day in and day out? What are the two major decisions people take in inventory management? If you have undergone inventory management, you should be able to answer this question. Inventory management में कौन सा? Please, can you please switch off your mic? There's some feedback coming.
Devesh, your camera and mic is on. Can you please check?
Can you please mute? Okay. Okay, what I was asking, that I mean, what are the two key decisions inventory managers take? Can anybody answer for that?
When to place the order and how much to keep in, how much stock will be there in the.
Great. How much to order and when to order, right? These are the two key decisions we answer in inventory management. And then there are different inventory models. There are basic models. So basically start our discussion with inventory management from the EOQ model, which is economic order quantity model, right? So this EOQ model, these things have been taught under that course?
Yes, sir. We learned EOQ.
Okay, so you know EOQ. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the EOQ formula?
It's a 2ds by h root over.
Okay. What is D? What is S? What is H?
D means is annual demand.
Okay.
And S for ordering set ordering cost per order, and H is a holding cost.
H is a holding cost. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me one thing? So, but we can express it in a different language also. I mean, we say that Q star equal to square root of 2K lambda upon H, where K is the fixed order cost, lambda is the annual demand, and H is the holding cost, as you say, right? Holding cost per unit, per unit time. If the time of analysis is year, then we'll say that H is the holding cost for 1 unit for 1 year, right? So that means if we're holding 1 unit of item for the entire year, what is the holding cost you are incurring, correct? Now tell me from this expression, does the economic order quantity depend on the price of the item?
No, unit price is not here. Economic order quantity. Unit price is not calculated, not the EOQ.
So you're saying no, right?
Yes.
Think and answer. Think about the expression, right? 2ds by h, whatever you said. Does the price of the item come somewhere in this particular expression?
No, that price is direct. No, the ordering cost is a part.
The fixed order cost is not a function of the price of the item. That's okay. So neither the annual demand is the price of the, as a function of the price of the item, nor the fixed order cost is a function of the price of the item. What else is left? The holding cost. Is holding cost is a function of the price of the item?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, right?
Yeah. Holding cost is price.
So therefore, indirectly, although the price of the item is not present in this expression, but the economic order quantity actually depends on the price of the item through the holding cost. How do I compute holding cost? So let's say you are dealing with, sorry for, I'm just asking you some relevant questions. Don't mind. Huh? I hope you are not minding, right?
No,
okay.
It's okay, sir.
It's a discussion. You can take it as an academic discussion. So, so let's say you are doing the job of an inventory manager, right? And your boss asks you, can you compute the holding cost? Right?
Yes.
Holding cost or the inventory cost or the carrying cost is the other terminology you use. Sometimes it's the carrying cost. So how do you compute the holding cost? Detailed computation involved in come out with an appropriate or tentative holding cost, right? How do you do that?
That we have to recall. That exactly not remember.
Okay. So the formula is H equal to I into C. H equal to I into C. That means if C is the cost of the item, let's say the cost of the item is 100 rupees. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I is the interest rate. So that means we impose some interest rate on the cost of the item to compute the holding cost. So let's say the inventory manager, after adding all the elements of holding cost, we'll talk in details what are the elements of holding cost. after adding up all the elements of holding cost, he wants to impose an interest rate of 35% on the cost of the item. Right? So if the cost of the item is 100 rupees, that means C is 100 rupees. The interest rate is 35%, I is 35%. So you impose an interest rate of 35% on the cost of the item. So I into C gives you 35% of 100 rupees, which is 35 rupees. So that would be the value of H. So H equal to I into C. I is the interest rate, C is the cost of per unit of item, right?
Yes, sir.
So now how do I compute this interest rate? That would be adding up all different elements of holding cost. So that's a very, very rigorous and important exercise in the inventory management. Now, if I ask you, can you tell me what is the most significant element of holding cost?
That the unit, I'm not sure, but the unit price will be
You can guess. You can guess. Of course, you all are learning. I'll be learning from you. You'll be learning from me. Tell me.
Unit price will be the major part.
No, unit price to comes in the formula.
believe,
H equal to I into C. Now I'm talking about how to compute this I.
The number of units are the major part of these. The amount that we are holding is the major part. The price.
No. So that would be controlling the overall holding cost. I am talking about what are the elements of inventory cost. Oh, like one component is the physical cost of storage. I mean, you need a physical storage, right? Yeah. So that would be one component of holding cost. Likewise, I'm telling what is the major component. That's not the major component.
That production cycle, requirement cycle.
No, element क्या है cost का?
How much time you have to hold the item?
No, वो तो time में है, but H is for unit time ना. H में हम लोग assume कर ही लेते that we are holding it for unit time. If the time period is 1 month, so that H will be what is the holding cost when I hold 1 unit of item for 1 month. So you are keeping the time fixed. You're not varying the time.
Okay.
Like you are not getting probably my. So storage cost is one cost, which is the physical storage. Another cost will be, let's say, the cost of insurance. So whenever you are going for an inventory management, you should always be insuring the inventory against any unforeseen happening, right? So normally in industry, the insurance cost is 2 to 3%. Okay.
Is that depreciation?
Depreciation, that means you want to mean the obsolescence. So that is another cost. That is again from 3 to 3%, maybe 1 to 3%, depending on the perishability of the item. If the item is highly perishable, then the cost of obsolescence is high. All of you understand the cost of obsolescence, right? So that means when you're keeping some good in the inventory, after some time, the item may become obsolete or the item may be damaged, right? So that is termed as the cost of obsolescence. Okay, so that ranges somewhere from 1 to 3%, maybe a little more, depending on the perishability of the item. If the item is highly perishable, the shelf life is very low. Then if you are keeping that item for a longer time, then that item gets obsolete or devalued. Correct? But for normal items, the cost of obsolescence is very low. That's not the major component. What's the major component? Think about an item which is very high valued. So if you are dealing with a very high valued item, then what is the major cost of inventory?
The cost of the item itself.
Cost of the item itself, cost of capital, right? Because you are holding your lot of money is getting stuck in the inventory, right? Which you could have invested in some different business opportunities. So that may be thought of as an opportunity cost. Am I right? Yes. So cost of capital or the opportunity cost is the highest element of inventory cost. Are you getting my point? So many of the times it ranges between 12 to 15% even, right? 15 to 18% maybe. The cost of capital is the most significant element of the inventory cost or the holding cost, specifically when you are dealing with a very high valued item. If you're dealing with a very low valued item, then that's fine. That might not be the major cost. But if you're dealing with a high valued item, your cost of capital or opportunity cost becomes the most significant part of inventory cost or holding cost. Okay. So then on top of that, you add the storage cost, the physical storage cost, you add the cost of insurance, you add the cost of obsolescence, right? And you keep on adding certain percentage. So when you add all these percentage, let's say the percentage comes at 28%, right? Let's say the cost of capital is 15%, your cost of storage is 8% or 10%, your cost of obsolescence is 1%, and cost of insurance is 2%. So you add up all these things, it comes up as 28%, right? So that means you will have to impose 28% on the cost of the item. So if the cost of the item is 100 rupees, that is C. So C equal to 100, I equal to 28% or 0.28. So H will be equal to I into C. That means 28% of 100 rupees, which is 28 rupees. That means if you hold 1 unit of inventory for one entire year, let's say year is our unit of analysis of time, then the inventory cost will be, or holding cost will be 28 rupees. Are you getting my point? This is how the inventory manager needs to come up with a detailed holding cost computation. Right? Yeah, I mean, we'll be discussing all this. I'll be discussing inventory management in greater details because inventory has got many models. How many models you have learned? Only the EOQ model, or some advanced models also they have been discussed in that course?
No, just that EOQ model.
Just that EOQ. Okay, we'll be discussing greater details. Not a concern. Rohit GS, we have seen some other hands also. Mr. Rohit Kushwa. Yeah, Rohit, do you want to highlight something?
Yeah. Hello. Good morning, sir. I'm Rohit Kushwaha, sir. Yeah. So, sir, I've completed my bachelor's in computer science in 2006. So, last 15 years, I've been associated with the telecom and the IT industry. Currently, I'm associated with Wipro as a quality manager, and the project. And the project that I'm associated with is currently Adani Airports. I am right now handling the quality functions for 3 airports, that is the Mumbai International Airport, the Delhi International Airport, and the upcoming Navi Mumbai International Airport.
Great.
So, sir, so now, sir, so considering, so just to give you a brief about my role, sir, so it deals with the accounting and managing of compliance metrics as per IT policies. So conducting internal audits, handling and driving external audit certifications for the client, performing information security assessment, conducting training and awareness of IT security policies, and the basic ITIL processes. So, sir, in terms of the operations management, see, considering that I have been actively associated with the IT operations part, I definitely want to understand from the case-based studies how exactly can we better improve the planning, or I would say the coordinating and the optimization of the performance and the quality.
I don't know how much I'll be able to contribute because you work in a typical or hardcore service industry, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Right. So although I mean we'll be discussing quality management as a topic, maybe two, three sessions we can devote on quality management. So what are different qualitative and quantitative quality control tools? We'll discuss on that, of course. So a little bit of statistical quality control also we'll discuss, right? But how that would be relevant with respect to the parameters and with your industry, that you need to map yourself. Because I am not very much aware of what are the performance metrics regarding airport management. I'm not a specialized person on that, right? But I will be, of course, giving you some idea on overall quality management, right?
Sure.
So how are the quality parameters? How does Six Sigma concept work? What are different statistical quality control tools? What are different qualitative tools to measure and control quality related aspects? That I will, of course, discuss. Now, how would you map that particular concept learned with respect to your industry? That you can will be able to figure out, I guess.
Sure, sir.
Right? Yeah. Anybody else would like to introduce and throw some light? Because this is a pure introductory class. So we come to know another topic. So quality management will also be part of this operations management course. That will be another topic. So we'll be talking about quality management, we'll be talking about inventory management, we'll be talking about your process analysis and design. We'll be talking about a little bit of project management, project scheduling, and your other concepts. Then we'll be talking about capacity planning. Capacity planning, you already have said. The basic operations and productivity we'll be discussing. Okay. We'll be discussing forecasting, as I said. We'll be discussing aggregate production planning, which is the, as I said, that the planning of workforce, scheduling, and production at the top level of the firm before the production begins. So we'll be talking about aggregate production planning. We'll be talking about your material requirement planning, MRP, right? So MRP is basically the hierarchical planning. So there are different product hierarchy, because one final product might be requiring 2 or 3 different components of A, then components of A would be requiring 2 or 3 units of subcomponent of B, right? So in this, the product hierarchy goes from one level to another. So how do you do the entire chain of planning with respect to different components and subcomponents, or assembly or sub-assemblies of the final product? So that would be discussed under the topic of material requirement planning, MRP. That's a key term in operations management. Okay. If time permits, we'll be little bit discussing different supply chain network design and your facility layouts. Let me see how time permits. So this is the basic agenda of this course. Yeah, Anup, I have seen another hand, Mr. Anup Kumar Panigrahi. Yeah, would love to hear from you.
Yeah, good morning, sir. And I know you since you have taken one of the preparatory class, and I have always told in the group that you are one of the great faculty. So I'm very glad that you have joined our class. So just to introduce myself.
Thank you for your kind words.
Yeah. Sure, sir. So just to introduce myself, I have around 2 decades of experience into IT service industry, and currently managing 9 projects for one of the financial, credit rating agency in US, one of the major credit rating agency in the US.
Credit rating agency in US. Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know, how much this, the course will cover IT operations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to, ask. Just wanted
IT
to share
operations is not operations management, basically.
Yeah.
But when we discuss the project management related concept, then something you probably, I think, will be able to link with the IT of project management related concepts. Right? Okay. Because project management also will be taking up very seriously under this particular course. So in IT, I think project management is a key function.
Yeah.
So probably in that you can take some inputs.
Okay. Whether it will just cover only project or the program management as well.
A project or program level, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the basic concepts will still be applicable.
Okay. Sure, sir. Thank you.
IT operations will be a core IT related domain. I mean, I don't think that would be feasible to discuss under this course, right? If you take IT as a major functions, and the people offer some courses on IT operations management, particularly. When I discuss courses like supply chain management, then we discuss the role of IT in shaping supply chain. That's okay. Role of technology and IT.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. But as so far as core IT operations is involved, I don't think, you are not going to get much value.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But you'll be able to link concepts learned in project management. And another thing will be handy to you. See, you are working in an IT domain. That does not necessarily mean that you would not be handling tomorrow clients from operations department.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe some client who does manufacturing approaches you and tells you to design all of his basic components like forecasting and the units which I said. Demand forecasting, aggregate production planning, MRP, all these are linked. The input of one stage, output of one stage is used as an input to the next stage, basically.
Yeah.
Right. So if they ask you to design their entire system, then you need to know these functional concepts. How do they work? Then only you can give them consulting. Or let's say tomorrow you become a consultant and you visit a manufacturing house and give inputs regarding their process.
Yeah.
Right. So that time this particular learning will be very, very helpful in dealing with clients who belong to manufacturing or operations sector.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'd also like to hear somebody else also. There are many people have joined this particular course or meeting. 129 people I can see. Anybody else who's currently working in handling some operations related activity? Or somebody else, I mean, even if you're not handling operations related activity, you can speak out. Doesn't matter. It's an introductory session.
Hi, sir. My name is Anshu Kumar, and I have been working in Amazon. Yeah, I have been working in
Welcome,
Amazon.
Anshu, to this course.
Thank you, sir. I have been working in Amazon as a manager for almost like 8 years now in Amazon, and yeah, and I have been handling 18 team members under me. So yeah, I'm handling the operations, and yes, that is.
Okay, what part of operations exactly you are handling? The overall operations.
Like I'm in risk department, risk management.
Risk management. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And please introduce yourself. There's so many people, 130 people. I like you to volunteer and introduce, so that I also understand the dynamics of this class. I mean, what are the basic backgrounds, so that appropriately I'll be able to design my pedagogy.
Hi,
Yeah.
sir,
So one hand is raised, Mr. Gaurav Kumar Sharma. Yes, Gaurav, over to you.
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Gaurav Sharma this side. Now I am working in consultant for one of the World Bank funded project. I have approximately 10 years of experience, and my earlier experience is related to business and growth department for management of the proposal and biddings. So I have some little knowledge about the operations and how to work the operations.
Mm-hmm. So bidding means you are exposed to designing contracts?
Yeah, sir. I am.
Okay.
Now I am working as a procurement specialist, sir.
Mm-hmm. Procurement specialist. Procurement specialist.
Manage the contract and the proposals and.
And I did not get your voice was breaking. You said that procurement specialist.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So you might be in touch with your suppliers on a regular basis. Tier 1 suppliers, yes, tier 2 suppliers.
Yeah, sir. I'm in touch with.
So my PhD work was designing supply chain contracts, basically.
Okay.
Okay, I worked on that topic. So you are an expert in contract design, right? Because contract plays an important role in designing in evaluating or in fixing the final performance of the overall supply chain.
Yeah, UI and RFI documents, sir.
Okay. The basic parts, the milestones, and what are the financial compliance related part, financial implications. That's great.
Yes, sir. Now in public procurement, sir, as a work for Ministry of India.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great, Gauravji. Like to hear from you also in future. I've seen some other hand, Mr. Dipendra.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Dipendra. Currently, I am working as a global tender coordinator with SLV One Subsea, Slumbajar One Subsea, located in
Slumbajar. Slumbajar means they work in the petroleum sector, right?
Yeah, they are in oil and gas.
Oil and gas, yes.
Yes. So I am having 14 years of experience. And prior to this role, I mean, since last 3 years, I'm working as a global tender coordinator. Prior to this role, I was working as a NPD, New Product Development Design Engineer.
Oh, great. Which company?
So I was with Tata Steel in Jamshedpur for 4 years. And prior to that, I worked with John Deere, Pune, and couple of years in semiconductor in Mohali with Orbit. associated with LAM research.
Okay, great.
So that is.
Have you ever used simulation as a part of business? I mean, I want to say that simulation, we mean the design part is one thing, that whenever you are building a new product.
No, so there are two things in design. One part is CAD, another part is CAE. CAD is computer aided design, another part is computer aided analysis. So I was handling mostly CAD part, and
simulation probably is a part of the computer aided analysis, right?
Yes,
next part.
So there are few software like ANSYS, Hypermesh for meshing, then ANSYS, then LS Dyna, then Abacus. They are the simulation tool. So I am hands-on with the ANSYS as well. But currently I am not handling any technical thing. I mean, as you know, like
you are no longer in new product development. You have moved, no? You said.
I moved to project management, where I am handling tendering things.
Tendering part in the project management.
Yeah. Tendering part of the business, where under it is the department tender is under sales and.
But you might be having little bit of idea of simulation, no? So if I ask you a question, let's say any company, for that matter, let's say they are going to launch a new product, but the managers and the management is little bit scared or worried about the financial potential or the profit potential. So let's say the cash flow situation is tight, and they might be worrying of scared of suffering a loss during some initial years of business. So if the management, let's say, ask you, can you compute what is the probability, or can you tell me what are the chances of suffering a loss in the first year?
So
and can you apply simulation as a tool to come up with an answer?
Yeah. Actually, you are talking the data analyst things,
right?
Which comes under data science and data analyst. That part I am learning now, and a data analyst can definitely give output where management can take informed decision. So it's a powerful tool nowadays, and many company, I mean, almost.
If time permits, I will discuss little bit of simulation also, right? If you all agree, right?
There are two simulations, sir. One part is like a properly on the product, and another part, the one which you are talking, that is business simulation.
So we'll do the business simulation part, because I can't deal with product here. We are not dealing with any particular product here, right? We'll do the business simulation part.
Yeah, that comes under data analyst, and data analyst does the job for the company, where company can take informed decision and whether should go ahead or should do something else before reaching to market. So there are a lot of things. I mean, that data.
There are a lot of things. That's what I said. No, simulation can do a lot of activities.
Lot of
activities. Which will give you beforehand, which will give you some idea of the business performance also. How if the business is going to performance, what is the highest potential? So many times we do the scenario analysis. In management, you must have heard this term, right? Scenario analysis. Scenario analysis means the best case scenario, the worst case scenario, and the average scenario, most likely scenario, we call it as.
It starts with the business case. When you start any business or any new product you want to launch, so you write a business case. There are your milestones, and then here you come up with the data analyst. If you have the existing data, then you will be called a data analyst. If you have to do new things, then you have to do data science. There you will raise all the question, ask question, and get your answers, and then collect your data, and then you will proceed with the data. And
so how good are you people are in Excel modeling, using Excel as a modeling tool?
Yeah, I don't know about others, but
you can do, but what about the group, others? You are comfortable in using Excel as a modeling tool? Because I'll be using Excel as a modeling tool very now and often. I'm not doing all the computation showing you in Excel. Okay. How good are you at statistics, the statistical modeling?
Yeah, everything. I mean, I can do any thing in Excel, like a pivot to like a visualization things, bar, histogram, and everything.
Great. Very good. Very good. तो इस हिसाब से लोगों का एक्सेल का भी थोड़ा वो हो जाएगा, right? How do you use Excel and decision making and taking operations related decisions?
Right.
So many a time I'll be opening an Excel sheet, we'll be sharing that with you and showing that, right?
Right.
So I would expect all of you also to do some hands-on with Excel with me, along with me, right?
Actually,
we'll be doing that along with the course.
If I can say one thing over here, as a project team member, everyone has to go through the spreadsheet, like whether it is
Right.
Google Sheet.
That's unavoidable. That's unavoidable.
Right.
That's unavoidable. Exactly. So we'll see some advanced functions in Excel. How do you operate that and take decision making? Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Who will say thank you? Thank you very much, Deepinder. I can see another hand, Mr. Rahul Prajapati.
Hi, sir. Good morning. I'm Rahul, and basically I'm by profession or by you can say degree, I'm a physiotherapist and from medical background. But by passion, I teach zoology for the NEET batches.
Great.
And currently, I am heading the academic operation for the junior division in Resonance Hyderabad for the past like 1 year. And previously, I was also working with the company which is not currently existing, that is Byju's. So yes, currently I'm handling with the academic operations.
Byju's exists nahi kara wala, that got merged, na?
Yeah, so that is they are not in
sold
condition to, yeah, not sold out, but yes, they are running it, but they don't have any money to run the operations and everything. Yeah.
Achha.
That is the case. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Mr. Raja also. Mr. Raja Hussain. Can you introduce yourself, Mr. Raja? Yeah, we can't hear you. Can you just increase the volume?
Hello.
Yes.
Am I
Now we can
now?
hear you. Yes, you are audible.
I am working as a senior data science manager in ICICI Bank. I am handling
Very feeble. There's some problem in the microphones. Very feeble.
Then I can introduce myself in another day.
Okay, no, not a problem. Not a problem. We'd
Thank
like
you,
to
sir.
hear from you. Yeah, Ankit Kumar. Mr. Ankit Kumar.
Yes, sir. Good morning. My name is Ankit Kumar. Actually, I am a mechanical engineer. I have completed my engineering in year 2012. So overall, I have an experience of around 13 years. I have worked with around 6 different companies into multiple operation department like quality, R&D, testing. Apart from that, currently I'm working as a procurement and strategic sourcing manager in Genpact. Apart from that, earlier I was working as a procurement manager in Hyundai Elevator. So yeah, so I'm looking into operations of Johnson Matthey UK. So I'm working there as for strategic sourcing, tactical sourcing. Apart from that, some of the category related activity, handling MRP activity over there in that
MRP
plant.
activity also. MRP. So we'll discuss MRP as I said.
On SAP, SAP and Coupa contract related activity I'm also looking into. So by using Coupa and SAP, I'm carrying out all these activity and
What
all
is
these
this
activities.
Coupa? What is this Coupa?
Coupa is a sourcing or software, sir.
Sourcing
like we are
software,
using Ariba. So Coupa is
What are the features? उसमें क्या-क्या किया जाता है? I mean, what are the major
Coupa
activities you do?
is a sourcing tool where we could do all the end-to-end activity related to procurement and sourcing. So from starting from sourcing till
So that means
contracting.
you evaluate the suppliers, you do their raw material analysis, everything you do, right?
Everything. Expense analysis, vendor development, vendor onboarding, supplier relationship management, vendor assessment, vendor performance. So everything we could do over there in that application. Yeah.
तो नाम क्या बोला? मुझे पता नहीं था. I didn't know that. Coupa. CUPA.
COUPA.
COUPA. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Procurement is essentially a function of supply chain management, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Supply chain management. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to know that, Mr. Ankit. All the best for this course. Yeah, anybody else would like to introduce?
So can you brief the flow of the course going forward?
The topics I said, na? So we'll be talking about process analysis. So I would like to basically start from aggregate production planning, okay, which is the basic planning of operations and scheduling and how much to produce all these things, workforce planning before we start the production, right? So we'll start with aggregate production planning, which is basically a part of sales and operations planning, okay, on the next session. Will there be a session held tomorrow, by the way? I mean, have they declared a holiday or there'll be a session tomorrow?
It is scheduled.
Any idea? Tomorrow is 26th.
No idea, sir.
Scheduled, I think.
Till now,
Scheduled.
somehow
Scheduled, sir,
we
yes.
have a lot. We have a lot of experience. At the last minute, we are getting to know that class has been cancelled or something.
And I can't hear you. I mean, saying some cancel something. You
Hello?
say? Yeah, tell me.
Sir, your audio is not that much clear. So next class.
My voice.
Might be,
Okay,
yes.
it's not clear that the
there
class
is a
will be there or
disconnect.
not.
So the
No,
class
no.
I
has
was
been
saying, sir,
scheduled.
at the last minute, we are getting know ki class has been cancelled.
Sir,
No, आज का तो
tomorrow
class होगा. Tomorrow's
this
I'm talking
class,
about.
this class is scheduled by tomorrow as well at 10 a.m.
Yeah,
At
that's
10
that, sir. Yeah.
26th. When I've got some activity tomorrow, I don't know whether I'll be able to take tomorrow's session. I'll let you know. Okay?
Yeah.
It will be
So,
great
sir,
if tomorrow's
might be-
class can be swapped
can-
with somebody. I mean, I'm not available in the morning actually. I mean, the daytime. If there is some faculty which is
Sir.
teaching at the evening, if that can be swapped, then I can teach you during the evening. But if the class is held on morning, then I won't be able to teach. I'll tell that to Jaimangal.
Yeah. That you can inform us earlier, sir. That so that we can also plan for the day.
Because my son has got a chess tournament, so I need to.
So there are other classes also scheduled for the day.
I was initially thinking because tomorrow is 26th, they might not be able to. I mean, but that is scheduled, that means that will be held.
Our
But I will
class
request-
is usually scheduled at Saturday and Sunday only because
That I know. That I know. But given that tomorrow is a public holiday, that's why I was asking. I mean, I was not sure.
Sir, I think it may not be tomorrow class may not be held because if I remember, then on 15th August the classes were not held.
So that's why
So
I'm
that
not telling. 15th August,
Oh,
26th, these are
I
all
see.
public holiday. Na?
dated till that whether tomorrow class will be held or not. But means if we talk about public holiday, then it should not be happened tomorrow.
I don't know. That's their decision. I'll ask them.
There is no any
Only
information.
So as of now, there is no link created for the class. So I'm sure there is no class tomorrow.
But if that's what I'm telling upfront. If the class is tomorrow, scheduled on tomorrow, and I mean this 10 a.m., then I can't take. But if somebody can swap, some other faculty gets ready to swap the class with me and allot me a slot during the evening, then I will be able to take. That's what I will inform to Jaimangal.
Can
Yeah, that
someone
would
who
be
are
great,
in
sir.
our admin group confirm from them?
The faculties are there. Today is our first day for this semester. So today only we are getting introduction with the faculty also. So I think Jaimangal is the right person with whom you can check that whether if tomorrow there is
I'll check with him. He was also not quite sure. He was not able to answer. I asked him yesterday also. I'll check today. Right? What is his view?
Sir, excuse me.
A few of us are in official group, so they might confirm from them for us as well.
I will be notified in due course.
Yeah,
Even
sure,
if
we
they
will do
cancel-
that. Technically, we will do that. In the meantime, sir, I have one suggestion. In the previous class, the instructor has created a WhatsApp group. So that would be great if you can create by your own, and then we can join in that group.
WhatsApp group,
No.
WhatsApp,
Durganand.
you can add me in the
Sir.
WhatsApp group. I can give you my WhatsApp
Yes.
number. That bits I can do.
That's it.
Okay, perfect. It makes sense.
Durganand, we can add him in that group, manufacturing analysis group. This will be
Perfect.
better.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that the both subjects are related. So better we will add him there.
Perfect.
I'll give you my WhatsApp group, even if I cancel class, so I can inform you beforehand.
Yes, yes,
Right?
perfect.
Yes.
Sir, one
So
more
can I
thing.
have your number?
My name is Hassan.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry to say,
please.
when you are saying something, so might be, I don't think this is only for me, but there is a disconnect. Might be sound quality is not coming. So
Why?
might be
From
your
my system?
internet is not that much powerful. So kindly check
Yeah,
for the
from
next
my,
class.
you are not, I'm not quite audible. Is that
Your
so?
voice is very much audible.
Sometimes,
No,
sometimes.
you are quite audible, sir. Very
No,
clear.
maybe
Quite
then the
audible.
connection is from your end. You can check.
Yeah.
Because I have never heard this
Other are
problem.
saying clearly, other are whatever are saying clearly, I'm able to hear.
Like somehow disconnecting.
No worries,
Are
sir.
you available on all the weekends, maybe around 5:30, so that maybe we will have it, continuous classes in case your slots are available.
I requested them to give me a slot during the evening, but they've given a slot. That's fine.
So 5:30 is available. So in case if you could take that time.
5:30 which day? Tomorrow?
Any of all the weekends, Saturday
All
and
the
Sunday.
week from 5:30 to 7. You are available. You people are.
Saturday, Sundays, weekends. I'm saying.
Weekends में तो class already है, right?
No.
They have already
This
given me. Weekends
time
also
is
5:30 to 7. Weekends also 5:30 to 7. You are available. You said you don't have any other
Yes.
class, right?
Yes, sir.
So
So that
tomorrow also you
morning
didn't
time
have a
we'll
class
have.
from.
Sorry. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
I'm telling that tomorrow also you didn't have a class. Don't have a class from 5:30.
No.
5:30 to 7. You are free, right?
Yeah.
So I can ask Joy Mangal to give me that slot in
Yes,
case
sir.
the classes hold.
Yeah, we
But
don't
sir,
have
In
any
case classes
classes.
hold.
From 4
Because
o'clock to
whole
8
day
o'clock.
it is like sir, whole day like since starting from morning to night 8:30 we have 2 hours or some of the time gaps we have like during the whole
Okay.
day.
Okay.
So if we
Acha,
get
acha.
evening all the classes or at least 3-4 classes, then at least we'll get some time and we'll be able to spend some time in
ठीक
our
है मैं
personal work.
जय मंगल जी को बोलूंगा tomorrow you can allocate me a slot during the evening.
Yeah.
So that
Thank
you
you,
can
sir.
start the sales and operations planning and the aggregate production planning topic.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see that whether at all there is a class tomorrow or not. They can altogether cancel also, given that tomorrow is a public holiday.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the
Let's see.
future weekends, I'm saying, sir.
In future, I mean, you people are sometimes available, right? 5:30 to 7, there is no
Always
classes.
we are available, sir. We don't have any classes during that time.
Right? Acha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So very
But sir,
good.
if
Very good.
That's fine, Anu, but we need some time for our personal things also.
So morning we are
So
getting
all of,
Rahul Ji.
it's not
we are
that
getting
availability
morning
of
time.
one person. All of you should be available. Then only I can take.
Sir,
Right?
morning we are getting full, until lunch, or we are getting the complete, time slots.
Okay, I mean, when I'm available in the given slot, I'm fine. I'll be taking this session. But if someday, if not available, still I want to hold the class, then I can request for an additional slot. That you need to accommodate. Okay, na? Right?
Sir,
Most of the
one
days
more
I'll be
thing.
taking this. Yes.
Sir, one more thing. If you have the full syllabus of this course, so kindly share with us
I
so
will
that we
recommend,
can
yeah,
go
the
through.
topics
Okay.
I will recommend. I will also give the name of some textbooks. If you can
And if
arrange
you
the
have
textbooks
all
or
the
copies.
PPTs, okay, we like to ask you to just to share so that we will read out everything before coming to attend to
ठीक है,
class. So
PPT.
that
PPT तो
so
मैं
that
PPT and Excel sheet I'll give
PDF
it.
or PDF, whatever you have.
But that will be better that if you read from a textbook, right? I will suggest 2 or 3 textbooks. Okay, if you can.
Sir,
I mean, PPT will give you a brief
here
concept.
Most of the students are working, so I don't think they have time to go to read out all the textbook. But PPT will be the concise material so that we can
Not the
read.
thing, the gist. Textbook also gives you the summarized 1 or 2 page summary. That also you can read, right? Textbook always helps. The
Sir,
other
I
is not
gave
an
you
issue. I will give you the PPT. I'll give you the PPT, not a problem.
Sir, I
Not the
created a
PPT, but if you can create some, not the PPT, sir, but if you can create out of like textbook, if there is some, if you can create some course material, so that we will just focus on that page.
I understand, but this is not a very easy thing that you read one page and you understand. फिर तो सब हो ही जाता. But I would request you to, I mean, attentively attend my class. Then I think most of the concepts will be clear. Most of the concepts I will discuss in the class itself.
Sir, if you can provide a PDF version of at least one book, and we can stick to that.
हाँ दे देंगे. तो WhatsApp group create करो. WhatsApp group में see, I mean, I'm telling you. अच्छा.
Instead of 2 to 3 books, if we have just PDF of one book, that we can follow.
Okay, so I'm stopping the recording here. I'd like to say something.